How's everybody doing today? Good, good. I'm doing great. Anytime, as I have said before, that I get to look at a new knife, I am a happy camper. All right, what we have here is the Manix 2 from Spyderco. It is their version of what in appearance looks like the Benchmade axis lock, but don't let appearances fool you. This lock operates in a somewhat different fashion, and the internals of it is quite a bit different, and it feels different. So let's take a close look at the Manix. I had been wanting to get my hands on one of these for quite some time. It's one that I didn't see as often when I've been to some of the gun and knife shows around here, or in the few places around here that you can go and look at a good variety of knives. I have seen these in the Spyderco catalogs. I've seen reviews on them on YouTube, and it just intrigued me. Because I'm a fan of Spyderco products, and I wanted to see what their take on the slide lock or ball bearing, whatever they call this lock on this one. And it's pretty nice. As far as overall, this is this is the version with the G10 scales. They do make kind of some different price points. This one's the S30V steel, like your base paramilitary 2 and para 3. This has got the G10 scales. They do make an FRN scale version that's lower priced, and I think they do make some with the different steels too, so it does move up in price point. All right, let's kind of talk about some of the specs. Overall length is 8 inches with a 3.375 blade, 2.88 cutting edge, and it's a drop point flat grind. Very similar to your para 3 and your paramilitary 2, with a different shape blade. It's not exactly same shape on it, and the handle also has a different feel to it. The weight is 5 ounces, so it's a substantial knife. It feels sturdy. I think you'd feel safe in doing any chore with this. And from what they say, this locking mechanism is one of the tightest, strongest that you can get. So, and it feels it. It feels like it. I mean, it locks up firm. It's no play whatsoever, and it feels like it would, handle pretty much anything you could throw at it. There's no relief drilled into the frame at all for weight reduction. This knife was meant to be a workhorse, and it is. And it does have the forward finger choil here, and then you got the ramp jimping, so you can get in there for that in close detail work and feel secure. I like the secure feeling of the handle. This knife was made for heavy duty action. It's got the very large lanyard hole, like the para 3 and PM2, and it's got a left or right clip placement. Does not have up or down, and the correct way to carry to me is clip, tip up anyway, so I don't care if it is adjustable to tip down carry. It's got a nice that G10 feels good. I've seen the pictures of these in the FRN handle, and to me those that they're fine. It works fine in the Delica and some of the other models, but to me on this knife with this strength and how macho it is, the FRN just makes it look cheap, and this looks and feels like a good quality knife. Then you got the jimping all along the back spine area here too, and even underneath. So I mean, there's grip for days. Wet hands would be no problem. You're not going to slip them. I mean, you got a firm grip either way. The grip perfect for my hand size, and you got all kinds of surface there that, I mean, any way you need to hold that knife, you're going to have good grip. Size wise, compared to Delica, it's a bigger knife, quite a bit. And to be honest, my first impressions of it is I really like it, and I could see carrying it if I'm going hunting or if I'm going to be out camping or something like that. But it is going to be bigger and heavier than what I would carry on a everyday type basis. One, it's going to look at that thing. It's going to take up a lot of real estate in your pocket, and if you don't hit your belt tight, that thing's going to pull your pants down. I'll tell you, it's all there. But I'm not opposed to some weight in my knives. It's just that everyday carry, that's just not something that I probably would carry, because it's just a little heavy for that. But throw it in the backpack, or put it in a cargo pocket when you're going to the woods or camping or something like that. Yeah, that knife that's there to do some work. I mean, that's it's nice, and that weight now feels like you can get in there, you can chop a little wood, cut some rope, you can do some scanning, cleaning, whatever you need to do, and that's going to do it. Now, it's still pretty tight. This knife just got it in, and it's still brand spanking new, so it has not been broke in any at all. So this gonna need some time sitting around fidgeting with it and just kind of tinkering at it. And it, once it gets broke in, it'll have that good fidget quality. Right now you can't. The blade just won't drop when you pull that lock back, and that lock is tight. Now, if you want to compare it to the Benchmade, I didn't bring a Benchmade out here with me, but as far as that, this definitely is a tighter feel. Now it does, when it locks up, you feel more secure, but it is a lot tighter lockup. I'm assuming that spring will give a little over time and get a little easier. Right now, some pretty aggressive gripping on that. So your finger, if you open and close this a lot at one time, it's going to make your fingers a little sore. And it definitely is too tight to really flip it at this point. Now you can adjust the pivot on it, so you could loosen it up a bit, but could knock off the alignment some. It's right now, it is out of the box perfectly aligned, and but really, other than the fun factor or the cool factor, being able to do a quick flip, and it's loosening up as I'm playing with it here now. You know, when you're out in the woods, you're really just going to pull it out of your pocket and just kind of ride it with your thumb open anyway. And let's see how sharp it is out of the box. Okay, once I figure out what I'm doing, it's pretty sharp. Sharp enough out of the box. You can always, those of you that really like to work with knife blades could really work a nice edge on this. Me, I like them just usable, and then I use a stone, nothing fancy, and I'm pretty much a type of guy that I'll use a knife. Once I use it, I'll just come back and sit down and just kind of touch up the edge and keep them sharp. I don't let them get too dull before I resharpen, so it's not ever too big a chore. And I don't usually need anything too radical to sharpen with. So being S30V, it should hold that edge pretty easy. You shouldn't, you take it out, do a job, and you're probably not going to lose that edge during the middle of that job. So when you get back home, then you can just touch it up. All right, well, my impressions are I like the Manix. I think it's a knife that's going to have its purpose, not something I'm going to everyday carry. And compared to knives of similar size, I'm going to say when I go to the knife drawer, I'm going to probably be grabbing the Para 3. One, I just like the operation of the compression lock better than I do the slide lock, and I just like, you know, the size of the Para 3 a little better as far as carrying, and I think it'll do pretty much whatever I'd want to do with this anyway. So this one I'll probably hold on for a little while, then I'll let it go and let somebody else enjoy it. All right, that's it for the Manix. In the comments, let me know if you've tried this knife, you've looked at them, what you think of it, and share the channel with your friends. Tell folks about us, and let's get our subscriber count up. And more subscribers I get, the more stuff I'll be bringing in to review and look at. And also, as I move up in viewer count and subscriptions, I'll be doing giveaways, with the first one being at 100 subscribers. I will be giving away a Leatherman Micro multi-tool, and then with different milestones along the way, probably about 500, 1,000. When I get to 1,000, it's going to be something really nice. Might even be a Manix like this. So keep watching and hit that subscribe button and thumbs up and hit the notification bell. I got a lot more knives to review, and I'll be getting a lot more. So that's all I've got. We'll see you guys next time.